Murray suffers narrow defeat on injury return against Nick Kyrgios. Andy Murray put in a battling display but ultimately fell short against Nick Kyrgios on his return to action after an 11-month absence. The three-time Grand Slam champion hadn't played competitive tennis since Wimbledon last year, but showed plenty of quality and desire despite the 6-2, 6-7, 4-7, 5-7 loss after 2 hours and 39 minutes. Kyrgios had looked in great shape during a run to the semi-finals of the Mercedes Cup in Stuttgart, where he pushed Roger Federer close in a narrow defeat, but was in a peculiar state of mind in this one, drifting in and out of the match. However, after falling a set down, the world number 21 clawed his way back into the tie and spoiled the party for Murray's return. By the end, both men were not at their best physically. The Aussie appeared to struggle with his hip, an ongoing problem. Murray, too, showed signs of suffering, holding his back at one stage in the third set while also limping a little, although he soldiered on to the end. If there's no lasting damage physically, British fans can expect a decent showing from the home favourite at Wimbledon, though at this stage of his return progression beyond the first couple of rounds would be viewed as encouraging. The five-time Queen's champion was forced into an early spot of bother, with Kyrgios creating a breakpoint chance inside the first 4 minutes, but he held on. Kyrgios gave an early sign of the showmanship that makes him one of the most fascinating watches on the ATP Tour, pulling off a full 360-degree turn while casually approaching the net to smash a ball he still put away. Moments later the Aussie hit 2 tweeners in the same point, which he still won, but Murray remained focused and kept things on serve. Despite his antics, Kyrgios continued to apply pressure but Murray saved 2 more breakpoints to keep his nose in front. After that lengthy hold, Murray snatched the lead. Kyrgios missed 4 ridiculously quick serves in a row to gift the Brit the advantage and soon enough Murray wrapped up the set. The pair traded blows at the beginning of the second, before Murray netted to gift the temperamental Australian a 2-1 lead. Murray continued scrapping in trademark fashion and the 5-time champion at Queen's clawed his way back to level at 4-4. But Kyrgios raised his level once more and leveled the match with some brilliant tennis in the breaker. Despite winning the set, he launched an angry tirade towards his box as his strange on-court behavior continued. At the start of the decider, there was a concern for the 2-time Wimbledon champion as he reached for his back while grimacing. He then saved 2 match points in dramatic fashion to keep in touch at 5-5 before being gifted a breakpoint of his own as Kyrgios served 2 double faults. As he so often does, the Australian aced his way out of trouble and Murray cracked in his next game to crash out with a double fault. Nick Kyrgios reveals what Andy Murray said to him after Queen's defeat. Novak Djokovic fires warning to Grigor Dimitrov ahead of Queen's battle. Milos Raonic reveals what impressed him most about Roger Federer in Stuttgart defeat.